To be honest, I think the government are focusing on the wrong things. They're putting money into the wrong things. There's nothing like... When I was a youth, I remember there used to be youth clubs everywhere. There used to be things that we could do, and it was accessible for us to get to other areas and get out of our blocks or whatever. We could go to other areas and experience different places. Like now, it's so hard for the youths where they've got no money in there. Like they're stuck. You can't go anywhere. If you're stuck and you've got no money, that's it. You're on your block. And then obviously they're young. And they've got nothing to focus on. Like mums and dads are probably on drugs, so that they're just telling the youths to just go out, stay out for as long as you can. Like I don't know, it's mad that. I just think the government to blame really, letting all of the music be played like they do, all of the videos, how they put stuff across on the TV, even how they almost glamorize the stabbings that happen. By broadcasting it so much.
Okay.
Like, yeah, people need to know and be aware of what's going on, but you know, when you create an element of fear,
right,
in any situation, any circumstances, people are gonna react. And if you're making these youths think that every other youth is carrying a knife on road, they're gonna think I have to leave my yard with a knife, because how can I be out on road not protecting myself when every other youth's carrying a knife? But if they didn't promote it so much, like, and let it be glamorized in certain music videos and stuff like that, how youngers are rolling around with knives and dipping up this shoot, that you, da. If that was all stopped, the youths wouldn't be able to.
So you think that if they prevented certain types of music from going out, you think the kids wouldn't really be surrounded so much by all of the same thing, like i.e. the TV showing them the knife crime, and then you've got the music telling them about the knife crime.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
It's not just that as well, it's also like, when you look on TV, yeah, all the youths are bombarded with is constant adverts of the latest clothes, the latest gadgets, the latest technology that you gotta have. Now, the majority of these youths that are out here committing crime, stabbing and doing all of this madness are coming from nothing.
Right.
Like their mums and dads haven't got money to be like, there you go and buy the latest £120 pair of night traders. So they're seeing it on the TV constantly and in these music videos. Like, wait, it must be driving them insane. That's the only way I can think of it. Like, you must want that so much, and the only way that they know they can get it, because there's no opportunities nowadays. Like, it's real hard for any youth out there to get a job nowadays. Again, I think it's due to broken homes.
Okay.
The lack of respect in the homes. So many of these young kids now are coming from young mums. Like young mums are only just touching their 30s, and they got a 10-year-old little boy, 11-year-old little boy.
Right.
He's listening to all this trap music, rare. So again, like, it's due to how the youths are at home, like how the family life is at home. Like, if you've got a shit family life, you don't want to be stuck indoors. So you're gonna go out, and then you find a group of friends, and like you could say it's a gang thing, but it's not really gang. The word gang is like a mad word, I think. Because for me, when I was younger, I linked up with a bag of people, and we was friends.
Right.
Like, I didn't class us as a gang. Like, we didn't ever promote ourselves as a gang. We was friends. We was family. Like.
Right.
So yeah, you link up. They're coming out of their house. They're linking up with the other youths that are going through the same madness, and they become family like that. That becomes family.
Okay, yeah.
And then obviously they get labelled as a gang because they're stuck in one little block. They're stuck on that little spot day in, day out. To the rest of the world, they're a gang.
Yeah.
But to them, they're a family.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes they might feel like they're getting more love from their brothers than they're getting from what they're getting in their yard, like from their mum and their dad and that. Like, I can relate to that fully because that's how it was. I grew up in care personally.
Right.
And like, yeah, Like, we used to run away from the children's homes, and the kids that I used to run with, I used to class them as my family, my brothers, my sisters. Like, it's mad.
I hear that.
You know what? Like, the only thing that I can honestly see to level it out would be harsher punishments. Like, these youths can get caught 3 or 4 times with a nank and catch a little 4-year stretch, and they're gonna do 2 years. They're back out on road. But when they're in jail, jail ain't jail no more. It's not like what I would have felt when I was 15. And boy, when I would have felt, you didn't have no TV in your cell, you didn't have no PlayStation, you didn't have no all of these things that you can get in jail now. You get me? Like, mobile phones weren't as accessible. Like, it was random. Like, you might get one done in there that might have that. But now jail's soft. Like, they're going to jail now, and some of these youths have got it better in jail than what they got it on the road.
Right.
So there ain't nothing teaching them. Harsher sentences. You get caught with a nank first time. In my view, I've got children myself. I've got 3 kids.
Right.
And God forbid anyone ever draw for a nank on them. Like, so the way I see it is, boy, why not slap them? You get caught with a knife, why not slap them with a harsh sentence? 10-year sentence straight. You're doing your 10 years because you've been caught with a knife.
Yeah.
Certified. You're gonna see so many duns that a bag of youths are gonna be like, whoa, like, my bridging just got 10 years because he was carrying a blade. Like,
yeah.
They'll soon realise it's
Start
not
thinking,
a joke, innit? It's not
start
a joke.
thinking twice. I hear that.
I think harsher punishments. I think obviously more support for families. Definitely more support for families. Like,
Do you think there should be more for the youths them to do?
yeah, definitely more youth clubs. Like, back in my day, there was youth clubs everywhere. Like, things should be more accessible for youths. Like, there should be more music courses. They should be able to access these courses a lot easier from a younger age. Places where they can go to take them off of the estates.
Right.
So they're not constantly just sitting on their block at night time, day in, day out, day in, day out. Like, with nothing better to do with their time than find a way to earn money. But it's hard because obviously some of these gangs are not gangs. They're not family gangs. They're not. They're a lot of these people are actually. A lot of these youngers are actually trapped and don't see that they're trapped.
Okay.
Like, it's not just as easy for them sometimes just to escape. I think for the ones that are just generally in a gang and they're just out causing trouble, and doing that, I can't really say how they can get out of it. Like, the only way I learned was I learned from my mistakes. You know,
Okay.
like, I was 35 years old now. Like, I learned from my mistakes.
I hear that.
You can't be running around doing certain things, and if you're gonna carry on like that, bad things will happen to you. Getting involved in drugs,
Okay.
definitely for me that was that held me back in life very much. Get involved in all aspects of drugs.
Right.
Not necessarily taking them, but having anything to do with drugs.
Oh yeah.
And if I can advise any youth, just stay well clear of that.
Right.
Like, stay well clear of the drugs. Like, even weed, like, it will still fuck you up from a young age. Wait till your mind's mature. Wait till you're at a sensible age and you know where your life's heading and what you want to do with your life. If you want to try and smoke weed or experience anything like that, because your minds are still young, and taking drugs at that age is just gonna end up with you getting all kinds of mental health issues. Before you know it, you're even wrapped up in madness that you don't need to be involved in, end up in jail for all sorts of fuckeries. So yeah, just stay well clear of drugs. Yeah, definitely. Definitely with this trap music, drill music, all of it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like some of the videos. Not so much the videos, because all the videos are promoting is it's stuff that's not realistic to anybody, like thousands of pounds worth of diamond rings, flash cars, like, get me, that life, you can get that life if you work for it.
Right.
You can also have that life if you wanna run drugs, or you wanna run a country line and all of that, which is what this music promoting. It's showing these young G's that they can get this money real quick, real fast.
Right.
But they're not showing in these videos the risk as well. They're like, you never see any music video where you see the house getting burst by police, then you see the man getting nicked with all of his food, guy in jail, doing his time in jail, having to go. You never see all this in the music video.
Right.
All you're seeing is jewels and cars and nice women. Like, definitely, I think the access to music for them is too easy. Like, we never had the internet when I was growing up. If we did, it was on a dial-up thing. It took you a week to download a music video. You get me, like, and even then, music wasn't like it is now. It had a little bit of that promoting like drugs and sex and all of that. But nowadays, it's just, some of these videos are just mad. Like, I've watched some of them and I'm thinking, no wonder these youngers are out there doing what they're doing, because this is what
Chasing
their
that
minds
dream.
are focused on. This is what they're seeing. Like, it's mad. They can definitely make access to that kind of music. Like YouTube, for instance. Any kid can type in a music video on YouTube and sit there and watch it, and his mum's not gonna know. Like, I personally think there needs to be more what do you call it? More laws on how these youngsters can access these videos. Everyone's entitled to make music videos, isn't it? And what you're doing, but the music nowadays is just promoting.
There's no censorship. There's no control over, like, I get what you mean.
Yeah, there's no control, like, who's watching it. Like, any younger can watch it. They can watch anything.
Yeah.
And it is so influential. It is so influential. Even if, like, 35 years old, I've watched some of the videos and thought, boy, it could be easily done. Like, anyone can jump down and make that money like that. But, like I said, they're not showing what happens. They're not showing how you can get stabbed up, how you can go to jail, how you can lose everything. You know, how you're ruining people's lives by running country lines and selling crack and heroin and all of that. They're not showing any of that. All that they're showing is what you can earn and how nice it all looks.
Yeah, glamour and glitz in it.
Yeah, but once you get nicked, the police are taking that anyway.
Yeah.
So unless you got some legit way of like proving that you've earned that, and at 15, you ain't got no legit way of proving you're earning that kind of money. There. Yeah, man.
Yeah. What's your view of the police? Do you think they help the situation, or
no?
Have you ever had any like experiences with the police?
Yeah, definitely.
Like
hell of a lot.
Like bad experiences.
Yeah, like got beat up by them when I was real young.
Okay, what kind of age was you when that happened?
Well, it happened a few times. From like, the first time I remember getting roughed up by the police was 11 years old.
Right.
And then it happened a few times through. I was a young offender, so.
Right.
Don't get me wrong. I used to give the police good reason to rough me up.
Right.
So, as an adult now, I see it as, you know, you can't behave a certain way and expect to get treated a different way. Right. Like, if you're acting bad, they're gonna treat you like you're bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I do think they're taking their power to a different level nowadays. Especially these young policemen that are joining their force in their early 20s, and they're out there like, yeah, they're definitely taking advantage of their power.
Okay, which way?
The way they are with the youths, they've got no respect for the youths. They see a youth with his hood up or a hat on, dressed a certain way, and they immediately judge that youth and put him in a category, and they deal with him in a certain way. They won't deal with them with respect. They'll approach them on a bad attitude, which then automatically gives the youngster the feeling of like, why are you approaching me like that? Then I'm gonna come at you with something. But because I'm coming back at you, you're the man with the power now. You're gonna now bring me down, and that's what happens.
So you think they antagonise the youth in certain ways, then?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
To like draw them into, lure them into, like giving them a reason to actually go on with a more. Like tougher, like
they'll
approach.
go bad and they'll speak to them and treat, like I said, they treat them, like talk to them with no respect, like just because they're looking a certain way or dressed a certain way, but and then as soon as I remember being in situations with police. There was a couple incidents where police pulled me over, and they just start giving you stick, like cussing you and calling you names and just trying to talk down to you and that. And then the minute you get a bit loud back and you start saying, defending yourself, but you're getting rude. Obviously, when you're young, you don't think, you just run with your mouth and you just go. Then they start dealing with you different, start roughing you up and that, and saying that you started to try and bad them and all of that. But that's their power. Like, no matter what you do as a youth, you're never gonna have more power than the police, and they'll always know that, innit? And they're always gonna take the piss out of that.
Okay.
So yeah, no, I definitely think like that. They need to be a bit more out in the communities, like making themselves known that they're not just there to nick you. Right. You know, they're there to help you in so many ways, but they don't really. They're not there to help you. They are just there to arrest people at the end of the day.
So you think the youth have no trust for the police then?
No, definitely not. Definitely not. They don't trust them, and you can't really blame them, bro. Like half the government's corrupt, half the police force is probably corrupt, half the court system's corrupt. Like, we might not see it and people might not believe it, but we all know deep down everything's corrupt in this country, same as it is around most of the world. And nowadays it's getting harder and harder for everyone. And these youths, unfortunately, they're caught in a day and age where it's different, man. It's different for them. Like I grew up and it weren't like this. It weren't like this. It was hard.